1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, perfect. Let me just put TikTok Live 2. And we go to the session. On. Okay. I think we set almost. Okay. Okay, your session as usual. Let's see what we got. So I'm on this trade. I opened this in live yesterday. By the way, sorry for the guy on YouTube. Last few days, I put a copyright song on YouTube, so I didn't notice YouTube block my live. So, but let's go. I opened this today, yesterday in live, actually. EuroGPY. I think we're good because we broke some internal structure in 5 minutes, for example. So we're fine. Oh, still on this short Bitcoin. Like the last few days, even few weeks now. Nothing new. Absolutely nothing new. And nothing gonna happen, I think, until the new month, the new year. Gold bounce exactly where I told you, but I still think it's gonna go lower. Just bounce on some VWAP, because in this zone you had, like I explained yesterday and the day before, an angle VWAP here weekly. It just bounced on this VWAP monthly, but in my book it's just baiting people. Gold, unfortunately, fortunately or not, I think it's gonna go lower. He didn't give us any entry, like I said. He just did his move at the week opening. I'm not the kind of people who pre-shot on VWAP. I just like to know where they are. Maybe give setup on a smaller time frame. Not for me, unfortunately. I guess silver is more interesting for us to have an entry. We'll see what he does. It's too soon, I think. We'll see what he does if he fractal bearish once again in 1 hour. For now, probably it's too soon for me still. Gold, like I said, nothing to do with. Didn't take any liquidity in 1 hour in this leg. So it's not enough for me to be interested taking the short, follow the trend. Like I said, he dumped way too much, way too hard when the week opened, fortunately. And I repeat myself, but because it changes market structure, he's supposed to correct all this leg for a while now. So we'll see. We'll see. He can come back 50% of Fibonacci or even lower, but probably at least here. So 42.15 basically. So nothing new. Still gonna check if there were any setup in lower time frame, like 5 minutes or something. Nah. Changes market structure in 5 minutes. It's here. This candle. So you need to go in 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. The good setup was there probably. But like I said, I don't like to just trade with the 1 minute time frame personally. But yeah, it changes market structure there. You could grab him on the leg where you didn't have a comeback, pullback yet at the 50% Fibonacci plus EMA is crushed bearish, so the trade to take was probably there. Either you pre-shot, either you're waiting again the market to change its market structure, but the trade to take was there basically on gold in 1 minute for those who are comfortable trading just with the 1 minute time frame. It wasn't a bad thing in 1 hour too, of course, because you're still on the market structure is still bearish in 4 hour and 1 hour. He bounced on EMA 200, but like I said, what I didn't like is that in 1 hour, basically, he didn't take any liquidity yet. So basically, if I was the kind of guy who trade just 1 minute time frame and took this trade, I would probably be out already. I would have target like a 2R ratio. I would do something like that. Already at break even when he did a new low, and I will be out at like 2R ratio in that case, personally. Anyway, for the kind of guy, for some of you who like to trade gold, it's too late. The move was here, basically at the opening of the US session, and now he can bounce. Because his market structure in 5 minutes is here. I don't think he will, because seeing the way he's currently dumping, dumping too much right now. So for now, I don't think he's gonna bounce. But like I said, I will be already out of the trade in that case personally. To air ratio and I'm out. And silver we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, he can give us an entry for a swing. What gold didn't do. But I still think it's a bit too late. Too soon. Sorry. We'll see what he do if he go lower than this candle. It's gonna be fractal in 4 hours, in 1 hour. So basically, and also he break some structure in 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. It's a lot. It's a lot of thing on your side if you want to short. So we'll see what he does after this. Come back lower than this point around 73.8, 86 exactly. And Bitcoin, my trade on Bitcoin, absolutely nothing, nothing to say, nothing to do. My plan is still 80k. ISL is already at break-even since a while. Good thing I practically don't pay any fees on this trade, any swap. Probably nothing's gonna happen before New Year. Before the new year and the new month, and we'll see after that. And don't hesitate to ask if you want any analysis or my opinion on something. If you have the idea for a trade, or if you're currently on a trade already. And I'm just gonna update all the assets I usually watch in my watch list. Like I said, Bitcoin, nothing to do. Still on my trade. Still the same target, 80k. Still my SL at break-even already since a while. It's just baiting people, I think. SFP, market structure in 4 hours. We bounce once again on EMA 200. But my plan is still the same. Watching weekly time frame, daily time frame. No way I'm bullish. Repeating myself from last days. Nasdaq. Nasdaq. Oh. Nasdaq, more or less the same than yesterday. I'm repeating myself. It was completely normal that he at least slowed down in this zone. It was a gap in 15 minutes, an imbalance that it needed to fill at least at 50%. It did dump. But we had a structure here. I think it was in 1 hour or 15 minutes. It was in 1 hour. He bounced on a non-filled POI in 15 minutes, I think, if I'm remembering well. Yeah, it was the only POI non-filled in 15 minutes. He bounced, he bait, yeah, actually. Like I said yesterday. I bait, it was, I think, a good entry in 1 minute. Break even when the trade started to be at +1R, but he did a new low. He did a new low right there. And since it just bounced well, we'll see what happened. The only thing is that technically, to break his market structure, he needs to go now higher than this. But like I said, it was still a great zone to long Nasdaq. The only thing now is that I think it was more safe if you like to pre-shot to have your stop. Wrong one. To have your stop below the on-field POI in 15 minutes. And for those who want their entry in 5 minutes, 1 minute now, we need to wait for him to break his market structure. So this one. Yes, USD GPY, why not? Why not? I didn't check what he did. So in 4 hours, still the same market structure as since last month. Basically, the low is here. That's why middle of the month, I think, no, beginning of the month, the perfect entry was there in 4 hours. Some bearish news made him come back, fortunately, there. But the plan was still the same, so to create a new high. What I didn't like, and I'm surprised that he didn't take the high yet, but the market structure is still bullish. It's still bullish also if you use fractal or price action. He bounced in this unfilled, in this order block, this zone, and since he fractal bullish, he break. It was in 1 hour his market structure also, and I had this zone because basically it's an on-field POI. This part of the candle, he swept this liquidity. Now he's bouncing, completely normal. So, if you're long on USD GPY, I think it's the right plan, like it was since. It's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks already. Let me just check if I personally could have taken a long there. Or maybe it's just bouncing too much. Yes, you see personally, because I don't like to pre-short like that. He wouldn't give me an entry. But basically, if you're long and if you like to pre-shot like that, I don't know. You see that he swept my zone there. You can long, sure, but your stop needs to be there. Here, personally, at least it's what I will do. But personally, I prefer to go in smaller time frame. Waiting to give me a better entry in a smaller time frame, and then in that case I have my stop loss there. So yes, I guess if you're asking, it's because you want to long this, or you are already in this. I think you're fine, and actually personally I have a long on Euro GPY since yesterday. It's still can still be a confirmation for you. Just if you're in this, don't be too greedy, even if the optimal target should be the high in 4 hours. You never know. Personally, at your place, I put my SL once we create a new high in 1 hour there. Put yourself at break even in that case. And after that, you target your 2R ratio, your 3R ratio, or this candle. Because you have also a divergence with you, and this is the first target. this small bullish candle, and I probably will stop my trade there. So I don't know what's your plan. I guess, like I said, if you're asking, it's because you're in long in this, and if you're in long, I think it's not a bad trade. And personally, on Euro GPY, I'm here. So it's what you're seeing on the screen there. I opened this in live yesterday. Like I said, I don't think it was a mistake, but let's say I didn't proceed like I usually do. Usually I wait in smaller time frame that he break some structure that he to confirm. But in this case, we had the market structure in 4 hour in 1 hour with you, fractal 4 hour. It was a divergence too. That's why I pre-shot there. It's what I don't do usually. That's why also it creates a new low there. But now we're fine because if we switch in smaller time frame, this time he breaks some structure in smaller time frame. There exactly. So I think I'm on the right train on Euro GPY. I think the guy who asked is still on. It's also in the right train on USD GPY. The only thing is that you have FOMC tonight. So personally, I don't want to open any trade with USD, with gold. I have my Bitcoin trade. That's enough. Let's say I'm more safe with my Euro GPY trade that you guys probably is with your USD GPY trade, basically. Because of FOMC tonight. It's tonight. So, let me check. I think it is. Yes, it's tonight. Wasn't sure. So my target here is just a new high, but I'll be at break even once. Probably once we go higher than this structure there. So we'll see after that. Don't hesitate if you want me to analyze something else. Just put like that. So Euro GPY were like this. I didn't check Euro USD. So, like I said, the last few days, create a new high since fractal in 4 hour. He also break his structure in 1 hour. So in that case, he's supposed to correct all this leg at least. What he's currently doing. But he slowed down because I'm not the kind of guy who traded trade line, but I know where they are. And the market can still bounce or slow down on them. And that's why he's there. But technically the market structure now is bearish in 1 hour. And like I said, fractal in 4 hours. So let's say I will not long Euro USD yet, and I don't like when he's doing this. Let's say it's not clear enough for me to be interested in opening any trade personally on Euro USD. You can do what you want, but not for me. He's also on these EMA 200 in 1 hour, so that's why EMA 200 in 1 hour trade line. Like I said, I don't trade against the market structure, but I like to know this thing to know why he slowed down or to increase and confirm my plans in general. So nothing to do for me on Euro USD. I don't know about you. Euro GBP, it's kind of the same. So now you need to go higher than this, become bullish. But for now, nothing to do on Euro GBP. Probably become bullish in a smaller time frame, like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, but it's not enough for me. I need at least 4 hour or 1 hour time frame backing me up personally. So not for me also. Euro GPY already told you I'm in since yesterday. I opened this in live. GBP USD, like I said, it just because it's an SFP here, it's like 50-50. It's not enough for me to be interested in a short. I mean, in 4 and 1 hour, most of the time he respects this kind of candle, but I prefer a close to validate that it changes structure. So it's probably why now he's completely dumping. He just came into this unfilled thick of the candle here, and now he's respecting. So now GBP USD, for those who are short in this, well, I think you're probably safe to short him at least until 1.34 personally. For those who really had the perfect entry, I don't know. Probably if you stay in 1 hour, the perfect entry is there. When you fractal once again bearish, you're like that. I think your perfect trade is to target at least the 50% Bonacci of all this leg, because now it's supposed to correct all these legs, or at least 50%. Yeah, I think you're safe. It's always the same. You have FOMC tonight. So you never know. But let's say if you haven't FOMC tonight, you can trade this until safely until 1.34. Now, because of FOMC, it's not the same. Everything can happen tonight. And if you're there, personally, I will be already at break-even. Now, once he creates a new low, so basically it's probably a new boss. You count this candle as a trash. So in that case, I'm already at break-even. I don't take any risk. Euro CHF, I don't care. Euro CAD, for those who were there during the last few days, I had a trade open during like 2 weeks since Wednesday 17th. My full target was there, but I moved my SL here because it changes market structure in 1 hour. So I TP this at 4.5k with fees and all. It was like 4.2. It's still in this. I don't know what he's doing. So nothing to do on EuroCAD. Euro AEG, I think I don't care. Don't hesitate if you want me to analyze right away one of your assets. Your AEG can be interesting. But it may be too late. Let me see in 1 hour. Not yet, not yet. You know, we don't have any fractal bullish in 1 hour. I don't like it personally. I don't think it's a bad trade, but I don't like it enough. USD CAD. I was thinking that we would come back here before taking a long. But now it's supposed to correct a lot of all the big leg, so we can come back to the extreme on-field order block there. Take the last liquidity until the on-field OB order block at the top, so we can come back here. But once again, FOMC tonight. So personally, I would prefer to wait what happened after FOMC and the beginning of last month to trade USD pair. But technically, it became bullish in 4 hour, 1 hour. To become bearish, if you're using fractal, you need to come back lower than this candle. So like I said, we'll see what happened in 4 hour when FOMC will do his work. USD CHF the last few days, I don't like it. It's ranging since like 6 months. I don't like to trade range like that. You do what you want, but look at this. Huge range like that. I hate this. Well, of course, like I said, the last few days, he bounced this unfilled part of this candle. Completely normal. He's currently trying to break his market structure in 1 hour, fractal in 4 hours, so maybe this candle is enough. That's why I add my Fibonacci there. So I don't think it was a bad trade to take. But once again, FOMC tonight, so I don't like it, unfortunately. Maybe I would have taken this otherwise, but FOMC today, so I don't open trade with USD pair. I already have my short on BTC, who can be impacted by FOMC tonight. But technically, it's not a bad trade. Too long USD CHF. We saw USD GPY too. USD CAD is bullish. I don't think he gave us any good entry. But USD pair are bullish until tonight, we'll see. And I already spoke about gold. Nothing to do with gold, unfortunately. It just bounced on some VWAP. But when you see a dump like that with absolutely not a single liquidity to take in this, MGB, no, it's hard trading. It's not easy. If that was your question, I'm into this since COVID 2020, and I'm full time since October 2023 exactly. Euro GPY, I mean since yesterday. You have a lot of things who are bullish with you. Market Fractal in 4 hour bullish. Following the trend. So usually I like to wait the last liquidity of the current market structure, but Fractal 4 hour, break his market structure in 1 hour. You had also EMAs with you. I took him here because of that. Because you have all this with you, but actually it became very bullish when he broke his market structure in smaller time frame. That's why he creates a new low and before following my plan. So if you're asking if it's good to long Euro GPY, don't worry, I'm in with you already. And I personally targeting a new high on his current market structure in 4 hours. I'm gonna put myself at break even once he go higher than this. But if you're in with me, well, I think it's not a bad trade personally. And I think it's more safe than USD GPY because tonight FOMC, like I said. Don't hesitate to ask if you want me to analyze right away one of your assets. Still have some to watch in my to check in my watch list. I'm just checking if I didn't miss any of your message. Someone asked something. Before checking the rest of my watch list. Okay, so next. So USD GPY, like I said, not a bad trade. I didn't took it. I was just showing how I could possibly took this trade. But like I said, FOMC tonight, so just be cautious. It's exactly in a bit less than 4 hour. Not a bad trade. I had this zone already. You have a 4 hour time frame with you because the market structure is there in 4 hour. You have also fractal with you. You have market structure in 1 hour. Broke this market structure here. In 1 hour, you have also divergence with you. Still something to have. Want to have more confirmation. And yeah, he's flying. I don't think it's a bad trade. We'll see what happens tonight. I still advise you to be at break-even when FOMC starts, just to be safe. You never know. Gold, like I said, the good trade to take was so not in big time frame, but it was at the opening of the US session. The perfect trade to take was there. He changes market structure here. You need to take the last leg where you don't have a pullback, and it was basically here. It's either you just wait till he took this liquidity, you above the 50% of Fibonacci, and like I said, I would be already out personally. Because watching 4 hour and 1 hour time frame, you don't really know what he's gonna do. Sure, I'm bearish on gold since the huge dump yesterday, but he didn't took any liquidity. He didn't have any liquidity to take this candle, so maybe just baiting people here to grab them before going low again. You never know. What I say is that sure, you can't possibly open long on gold personally. It just bounced on some VWAP. If you don't understand why he bounced since yesterday afternoon, just because he's bouncing on this VWAP monthly. I don't trade this, but I know where they are. Understand sometimes why the market do what it does. And you had also this end goal VWAP quickly, so that's why he's currently bouncing, but he didn't give us any entry even in smaller time frame too long, and I don't like that. So that's why silver, I'm just gonna repeat even if I speak about it, silver possibly can give us an entry. What gold? Gold didn't give us an entry, but it's possible that silver do. Can look DAX. I don't do it usually. I'll take this one. So I don't usually try this, but oh, he was ranging since half of the year. I'm watching him on Go Market, the graph of Go Market. I don't know if you have this one. It's better if we watch with the same graph. But on this range, he swept the low here. So he's supposed to go sweep the high. So he swept the low middle of November. Yes. So he suppose if you long this, I guess your optimal target's gonna be this here. I suppose if you're asking this, is that you're already in long. Let me check. So he shows bullish there in 4 hour. So he shows around end of November, yes. Oh, but you're good. You're good, mate. You're completely right on your plan. Maybe it's gonna slow down a bit. I don't think so. I don't think you need to quit this, but maybe you're gonna just slow down because all this order block never been filled. But it's fine. I don't know you since when are you in long in DAX? I think you're safe because to starting fractal bearish in 4 hour, it's like 24k 333, so it's far away. Probably if you want to go down, you probably gonna do something like this before. So I think you're safe. But you're right on your plan. Your TP supposed to be TD swap DI. So you're probably good in this. I don't know where is your entry. Because he bait some people there. He shows in 4 hour. He even fractal on the pullback. 32k. Oh. $32, you mean 22, no? Well, anyway, don't worry. Don't worry, I think you're safe. Yeah, yes. Oh, but well, you find your perfect entry then. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. No need to worries. Uh, keep your target as the eye here. Just put an alert. I don't know. Personally, I would put an alert there at 24 300 330 just in case, but I think you're safe. Yes, you hold this since a long time. Really 22, so you were holding this before the range. Wow. You have you're really a long-term investor. Don't know how you do it. But no, you're safe. But, took your profit at the top. Chill after that. And don't worry if you interest yourself after that more precisely about investment and trading, and gonna give you other entry. But don't worry, you're fine. You're fine with DAX. It's the first time I have someone asking me something that he hold since this long. Usually, you have people who want to trade, not to invest long term like that. So don't hesitate to ask if you have, if some of you want me to analyze something else. I'm just chilling for now. I have my short Bitcoin, my long Euro GPY since yesterday. What you're seeing there. Gonna put an alert on this. Basically, it's the French indices. Just gonna finish to analyze what I have in my watch list. It's some more exotic pair, but when you're a swing trader, you can get interest in those sometime. Euro NZD, I think it's too late. Range like this, I don't trade. GBP, CHF, like I said, it just didn't have any liquidity to take on this leg. That's why in ranging, I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't like to trade range like that, even if it's probably better to long. I like GBP and ZD. Wait. GBP USD, yes, I spoke about it. I think it was a good trade to take. I think you're safe. So basically, I'm gonna start from the beginning. But if fractal 4 hour and Shosh 1 hour there on this candle. So I don't personally like when it's just sweep, you know, but in 4 hour and 1 hour time frame, it's still solid. He came back into this unfilled PY. So the candle is filled, but the thick of the candle wasn't. So it just came back in it. And if you stay only in 1 hour, you could market like this. I personally don't market like this, but if you're only comfortable in a high time frame, and I think you're safe at least at the 50% of all the leg there, because when you shosh, it's supposed to basically correct a big part of the previous market structure. So I think you're safe. My stop would be probably I already would be at break even. If I am this, I don't know where your entry is, but my target would be possibly the 50% of Fibonacci there of all the leg before that. The only thing is that you have FOMC tonight. So I don't know about you, but FOMC at CPY, it's the only time where I'm safe, where I'm trying not to open any trade with USD in it. So I don't know. It depends where your entry is. I guess if you have it, it's still it's around there. Or before that, if your entry is in the smaller time frame, put yourself at break even. Maybe TP before FOMC. You can close your trade before FOMC. You're not comfortable with it, and and after that your stop. I think your safe is here, or you can don't Don't hesitate to close your trade before if you're the kind of guy who want to stop at a 2R or 3R ratio. And even, I think, target 61% Fibonacci because it's where you have the only unfilled order block there. So personally, I know some guy on internet speak about any order block. Personally, I don't care about an order block who has been already filled. Just to be clear, so the only one not filled is here. 61% Fibonacci. Can maybe have your perfect TP here. But like I said, be safe FOMC tonight. But if you short this, well, it's a good short, nothing to say. Nothing to say about it. Market structure with you, divergence with you. Supposed to correct a big part of the previous structure and previous leg. If you follow divergence, your optimal target are all the bearish bearish candle non-taken. So you have this one. You have this one. And you have the low. So you're good. Like I said, I don't divergence is a great thing to know. It's when you know when they work, it's actually what I start with in trading. But now with experience, I know market structure. It's the first thing I take care of. But I still no divergence to confirm some of my ideas. So GBP USD, don't worry, good trade. Take care of FOMC. Put your trade at break even. That's the game. FOMC, CPY. You need to take care of this type of news. So I'm not in this. Where was I? GBP CHF, ugly, ugly, ugly. GBP NZD. I know some people think it's a too exotic pair, but in swing, why not? When you're a swing trader. Swap the eye. Josh bearish. No liquidity left to take. Fractal. To call liquidity. Fractal again. I don't know. We'll see. Can put an alert. Give me a pullback and we'll see in 1 hour after that. Don't hesitate if you have any other question or asset to analyze. I'm just finishing to update what I have in my watch list. GBP CAD, don't care. Range like that, not for me. GBP GPY, I don't like that it didn't fill all this huge gap. So that's why it's probably dumping. CID GPY, you had the perfect entry here in 1 hour, but he did it at the week opening without give us entry. Now, nothing to do. I don't like it. We'll see what he does. Such structure valid in 1 hour, not 4 hours. We'll see what he does in this. When he took all liquidity. and come back in this unfilled UI here. Gonna put an alert. Don't like it before that. Nasdaq I did, US 30 I didn't. Nasdaq. So I didn't took it. I was just explaining what possibly was possible to take. Nasdaq. So like I said last week, it's completely normal. He slowed down there. You had it was a gap in 15 minutes. A huge balance to field. So usually you want at least to unfield this kind of imbalance at the 50% of Fibonacci. He did, and at the second he touched this unfilled imbalance. He touched the 50% of Fibonacci. He slowed down. He switched market structure. I think it was in 5 minutes. We said that the perfect trade to take was there. And now he was slowing down because you have a market structure in 1 hour. I bounce into an unfilled, the last unfilled POI in 15 minutes also. So you had an entry in 1 minute yesterday. Like I said, yeah, I didn't took it either, but someone asked me when he took all the liquidity there. Personally, I would have put my SL at break even. And since it creates a new low, the only thing now, if you want to long this, it's that technically to break its market structure, you need to go higher than this. So now it's not necessarily about trade, but personally, I like to have 4 hour, 1 hour with me, and after that, I like to have a smaller time frame to execute. So, and you have FOMC tonight. So I personally would not take a trade or hold the trade on Nasdaq, but it's completely normal that the slowing down or bouncing a bit. So it's always the same. If it follow his market structure in 1 hour, well, wasn't necessarily a bad trade, but I don't like to pre-shot like that. And you have FOMC tonight. And to start breaking some market structure in lower time frame, you need to go higher than this candle. So personally, I would not take any trade. My TP on Euro GPY, it's the high, King Basil. I hope he's just gonna follow his market structure in 4 hours. It's here. I don't like this unfilled order block. But if fractal bullish again, I'm following the trend. He break bullish his market structure in 1 hour. It's also a divergence, so it's also another confirmation. And you had EMAs with you also, so that's why I opened it yesterday. And plus, so I wouldn't open this yesterday without all this align. Usually, like I said, I like to check some bullish market structure break in smaller time frame. That's why it creates a new low here, because before that, to break his market structure, it was this here. So it didn't succeed, but then he creates new lows, new high, new lows, and now he broke a market structure in 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and that's why he bounced. So I think we are good on this trade basically. So I'm targeting the top, but I'm putting myself at break even when is go higher than this. And I'm like, I would be like this. But yeah, I'm targeting the low. The high, sorry. And what's good with Euro GPY that because USD GPY was good to take too, but at least with Euro GPY we are safer regarding FOMC tonight. So yeah, I'm like that on Euro GBP. And I think I watch all my watch lists. The NZD, I don't care. I took a good trade on AUDCAD middle of the month. But now with a range like that, not for me. Can remove my alert too. Actually, it's maybe a good trade. Last boss here. So the internal structure in 4 hours, it's this. He swept the high of the range, so he's supposed to sweep the low of the range. No liquidity to take on his current market structure there. You're in 4 hours, so it's a pretty strong time frame. And if fractal bearish, and when you don't have any liquidity to take on your current list, your current market structure, a fractal is enough most of the time. You pull back, and if you had market structure change in smaller time frame, you had liquidity in 1 hour, so that's good. Unfilled POI here. Yeah, maybe we missed a good trade on IUDCAD. That's always the same FOMC tonight. CAD pair can be impacted by that. Fractal 1 hour, it's far, but actually I wouldn't took this trade. Personally, I prefer my execution time frame in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, the last structure creates this. Before that, it's just high and low, high and low. Yeah. Wasn't a bad trade for those who trade this. Yeah, too bad. Wasn't a bad trade. Okay, okay. Well, for those who trade this kind of pair, AUD CAD, perfect trade. You probably need to target your first TP. Your first perfect TP would be this, and your perfect TP, but I'm not advising you to do things like that. Boom, and even boom. Maybe we're gonna have other entry on a UD CAD, but the plan is something like that at best. But to be honest, it's AUG pair, more exotic pair like that. I don't follow them with ACGG, I don't know how to say, with consistency. I watch them very in big time frame. If I am seeing something obvious, why not? UG USD wasn't a bad trade too short because a new high, so new boss, and after a new boss, I like personally to trade against the trend if you have a fractal. So if fractal there, give a pullback. Would I took this if I was in front of my screen? It's exactly the same setup than AUD CAD. You need to go in smaller time frame. But FOMC tonight, USD pair. Not a bad trade to take. If some of you are in this, good trade, AUD USD. Put yourself at break even for FOMC tonight. Don't hesitate if you want me to analyze something. UDCHF, I don't care. NZD USD. What? Okay, I did exactly what I thought he would. So if I'm remembering well, someone asked me yesterday. So I said that exactly like AUG USD. Boss, fractal after the boss in 4 hours, so I like to check for short because most of the time he corrects all the big leg. It's what he's doing. But yesterday we were there and I said that if you want to short this, you need to check the market structure in 15 minutes. And he swept all liquidity in 15 minutes. The last one is here. He respects his market structure in 15 minutes. And since Ingo is going low, okay. Well, looking there, it was possibly a good trade to take. But it's a 15-minute trade, you know, it's in this zone, it's to catch a move that already started in 4 1-hour time frame. So personally, I don't like to do that, but it was possibly a good trade to take. Yes, it was a perfect trade to take actually. Short bearish 5 minutes. Yeah, it's a good trade. Maybe I should be less conservative and starting to take trade like that, but I'm comfortable with my plan. But if I want to progress and take more trade, you know, I'm full time since 2 years now. I'm gonna end the year with plus 80k. But I think if I want to progress and make more profit, I need to take trade like that. We'll see for the new years. And why nothing to do. Okay, well, I finished to update all my charts. Don't hesitate If you have any question, if you want me to analyze something I already did, if you just come in on the stream or something I didn't analyze yet. I'm just gonna chill asking your question. For those who are with me in this Euro GBPY trade, you probably can already move your stop loss a bit here. There's no reason for him to go lower than this. I'm actually gonna move my TP myself. So now instead of losing 1R, basically, it's gonna be 0.6 R. What do you mean, Weng? On Euro GPY, you say? I don't take care of double bottom, double I. I'm watching market structure, fractal in higher time frame. Let's say on Euro GPY, you have absolutely everything on our side. I know, like 2 guys asked me also about Euro GPY. Yes, Nas, le Nasdaq, like I said, uh, completely normal last week that he slowed down here. As I explained, someone asked me also on Nasdaq last week. I told him he was safe until this zone, so I hope he's out now. Since if he follow his market structure in 1 hour, the bottom is here. So it's not necessarily about zone to trade, but it's not enough for me. I need confirmation in small time frame. Let's say like it's like 50-50, but in smaller time frame to change the market structure, it's this huge candle here. And with SOFOMC tonight, personally, I don't trade this. I don't know if you're into a trade on Nasdaq. Let's say it's better to long than to short here. But personally, it's not yet a good entry for me the way I trade. Like I said, because to change his market structure in smaller time frame, you need to go higher than this candle. We already checked in like 5 minutes. And you have FOMC tonight in like 3 hours, so it's better to wait after that anyway. He's ranging even in small time frame. So actually it's ugly in small time frame. You need to wait what he's gonna do. If he gonna break the range and the high and then break bullish in smaller time frame, he's probably gonna create new high and go higher in a 1 hour time frame. But I think now we need to wait, especially FOMC tonight. Hi, Killy. But no, for me, nothing to do on Nasdaq yet. I don't know what Bitcoin gonna do tonight. My SL is at break even since a while now, at worst. So I'm repeating myself, but no way I'm bullish on Bitcoin. For those who are interested in Bitcoin, absolutely no way I'm bullish on this. Watching weekly time frame, daily time frame. If you know how is daily weekly liquidity trade, uh, I don't really care about. You mean daily open? I guess. I don't really care personally about opening. I rarely watch daily time frame. Uh, I do it on crypto, but on forex, watching a 4 hours time frame it's enough for me. But no, I don't care about daily open, daily liquidity. I have them with my of my indicators. But actually I use this indicator just to know where VWAP are, especially the weekly and the monthly one. But no weekly, daily liquidity or daily opening, I don't really care. I'm watching market structure in 4 hour. And daily time frame, weekly time frame, I use it for crypto. Don't hesitate to ask if you want me to analyze something or give you an advice or my opinion on one of your trade. Even if I think it's safe to not open anything, because we have InfoMC tonight in 3 hours exactly. But I can still advise you if it's better to keep your trade open or not. I think personally I'm good with my Bitcoin trade. It's already at break even since a while at worst. My Euro GPY trade, on paper it's a good trade. I don't think it's gonna be huge impact with FOMC anyway. It's more USD pair, gold, this kind of stuff you need to take care of. Yes, you need to be calm in trading. You need to be chill. But I'm mostly a chill guy in life too. I'm angry like 20 seconds per year, not most, not more. But especially in trading, you need to be calm, to be chill. If not, you take a bad decision. You don't adapt yourself. Like I said, in trading, you need to be at peace with your decision. And if you're at peace with your decision, you're not. You're gonna be at peace if even when you lose, because you don't have any regret. Then that's the key. Actually, it's the key in life too. I became good at trading when I became better in my personal life. To be honest, that's why personally I wouldn't have been profitable in trading in my early 20s. Now I just I'm 30 since like January since June, sorry. Since end of June 29, and I wouldn't have been profitable in my early 20s. I was way too more I was not much mature enough. And you become calm also with experience in trading. You know how the game works. You're more confident about your trading setup, and when it's the case, you're just calm and chill, whether you lose or not. What should you trade? Well, it's you mean what asset should you trade? Well, personally, I'm mostly a forex guy, but I know when you're starting in trading, you're looking crypto. We all did at first, but now I'm mostly a forex guy. US oil. Oh, I don't trade this. I never watched this chart, but why not? I'm gonna watch him on the FX CM chart. I don't know about you. It's better that I watch on the same chart than you. Like I said, I personally gonna watch him now on FXCM. I don't know if you have the same chart. So on paper, if you don't care about any news, let me check. I absolutely don't know this chart, so I'm just gonna watch him first in weekly. Nothing interesting. Okay, daily. So Shoshin daily. Okay. So your low in daily is supposed to be here. I guess it's the same in 4 hour. Let me check. He maybe swept the low in daily. Oh, maybe good to long this. Let me check. Um, so I don't know about you, but on this chart, on the FXCM chart, he swept the low of your market structure. I'm just asking because sometimes it's not exactly the same thing. You need to watch the right chart. FXCM is usually a good one. So you have the same? Okay, perfect. So after this, so if you're long in this asset, just need to take care after that he took all liquidity here of the internal market structure in 4 hour. So I would advise you first to put an alert there. And depend. You're already in trade in this? Well, just to be clear, it's not the right time to short. That's for sure. Oh, maybe not. Actually, maybe. Actually, not sure. Uh, actually, maybe. Well, I don't think it's the right time to short because you don't have any liquidity to take here in 4 hour. Even if it's maybe a small short, a small shosh here. But I think he's gonna grab at least all the liquidity of his current market structure here. Well, it's an internal move because the real high is here. But you need to take care of the internal market structure also. So I don't know. I don't know. Depend if you're already in trade in this. I think if you're long, I think you can keep it. You need to take care, but I think you can keep it till 59, 59, 170. And I think it was possibly a good trade to take. I don't know where you take it, where you took it, sorry. But when he swipe low like that. After that, fractal 4 hour there. Maybe you had an entry. Actually, you had a perfect entry. If you took it there, so either, I don't know, in market there, your stop was supposed to be there here. Don't hesitate to tell me if where you took the trade or if you're just waiting for a trade. But on US oil, the perfect trade was there. So after that, personally, after 2-hour ratio or 3, I would be out. I don't know. You're waiting for one. In that case, it's different. Yeah, I will be already out. The perfect trade to take was around middle of the month. That for sure. Now, well, you shush in 4 hours. The only thing is that you see. So I don't know how you trade. Personally, take care about the market structure. And SMC first. Just, better. The thing is, you see, on your pullback, you don't have any liquidity to take. You don't have a single time. You don't have either you have no bullish candle, so no liquidity to take. You don't have a single time where a candle grab a previous candle. So technically, the liquidity is still the high. So if you were waiting for a short, now I think if you told me that you're waiting for a trade, you're maybe waiting for a short, and in that case, it's not a good. It's not time for it. Because you short, I mean 1 hour actually. It's the same in 4. Yes. No liquidity to take in 4 hours, not in 1 also. So maybe you need to go lower than that. You have very small liquidity in 15 minutes. I don't like that. Look, if you want my advice, personally for now, it's not safe to take a trade. You can always trade, but the thing is, if you're waiting for a trade, you need to go. You need to go in 15 minutes. You need to go internal leg. So maybe he's gonna give you a setup, but he's gonna view a small trade into this, and it's harder to manage. I don't know if you're comfortable with this. Why not? You need to wait at least in 15 minutes him to go lower than this. And maybe after that, he's gonna give you an entry. But I don't know, depend. I guess your plan was to short, no? Like I told you, if you want to short, the only thing I don't like is that on the pullback, you don't have any liquidity to take except, well, the high. So if we go higher than this, your whole plan change. It's the same in 1 hour. So at least in 1 hour, it creates internal structure, but still no liquidity taken here. Yeah, it was too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, indeed, you have your short here, but like I told you, no liquidity taken here. So basically, maybe he's gonna do this, before following your plan. Maybe just gonna swap the eye, and after that going down. Most of the time when you don't have any liquidity to take on the pullback, well, but basically you're the liquidity, or your stop loss if you open a trade is the liquidity. That's why you need to take care of this. So maybe it's gonna just swap with a candle or just the thick of one candle and going down. But for now, no, personally, I wouldn't be interested in a trade. It's not safe enough. Let's say now it's just it's 50-50, you know. For now, it just perfectly bounce once you touch an unfilled order block there. That's why you have a pullback. I don't know, maybe just baiting people. You have also a small divergence for you, but we'll see. Maybe gonna follow, but in that case, you need to go in 15 minutes, like I told you. Let him break one structure in 15 minutes first, and you'll see after that. But in that case, you need to be really comfortable staying in 15 minutes and possibly smaller. But you can take the higher time frame to have your TP. You know, if you found a trade, take like 2R ratio, 3R ratio, and you're out. I don't like the close on GBP USD. I know some of you were in short. It's not. It's not. Maybe it's nothing. But let's say maybe it just did a corrective wave. He stopped perfectly in this zone between 1 and 1.2 on the trade base fib extension. So for those who trade Elliott wave, corrective wave. Anyway, like I said, in that case, for those who are in short in GBP USD, you're supposed to have at least your SL at break even. Just to be clear. At worst, I hope you put your SL at break even. Because I guess for those who short GBP USD, your entry like something like that. And you're yeah, put once you create a new low, put your SL at break even. It's the best advice I can give you. Don't be frustrated after that. Overall, with experience, you'll see it's the best thing to do most of the time if you come back, you're gonna took your SL anyway more than 50% of the time. And if some of you took the trade sooner, like in 5 or 1 minute time frame, it's possible. It's not a bad thing to do. Your optimal TP, it's either 2R ratio, 3R ratio, or the low, and I hope you already TP everything. You will see in trading there is always an explanation. Always, always. That's why even if you don't trade a certain way, it's always interesting to know other things. Like I told you, for example, GBP USD, maybe it just did a corrective wave, so basically A, B, C, and in that case, A, B, C are supposed to finish into this zone between 1 and 1.23 of the trend-based Fibonacci extension. And most of the time you're gonna see move like that. So we'll see. We check in smaller time frame. You don't have any divergence in smaller time frame. It don't look like the last low. Anyway, put yourself at break even on GBP USD, FOMC tonight, etc., etc. Euro GBP, he took all liquidity on his current market structure. Unfortunately, when I see the bounce huge like that, I'm not confident to short. US oil, okay. For the one who asked me about US oil, like I said, wasn't confident about a trade watching 4 hour, 1 hour time frame because you don't have any liquidity to take on the pullback here. So you need to go in 15 minutes. I just shush in 15 minutes. And we'll see how the candle close. We'll see how the candle close, if he just swept the low or not. But if you want to play this, if you're still on the stream, like I said, it's an internal move. And you need to be comfortable with that. Let's say maybe your plan was to just trade the 4 hour and 1 hour time frame. Like in that case, like I said, it's not safe because you don't have any liquidity to take here. He did not create any liquidity when he shorts basically. So technically the high is still it's the liquidity to take. I'm on GBP USD. Yeah, like I said, it was a good trade, I think, initially. I still more bear than bull, to be honest. Well, actually, I don't know. I will be already at break even, that's for sure. It was a good trade to take, that's for sure also. Depending where I would have opened this trade, maybe I would have already TP everything. But now, just respecting ABC corrective wave. That's why it's bouncing. You already had have a trade open on GBP USD? Well, at least for sure, I wouldn't have opened any long. I would be in short with my trade already at break even. Donc, so I don't know about you. I guess if you told me you're on GBP USD, if you have a trade open, I guess it's a short. I'm open. I'm open to your opinion if you're in long. And take care because you have FOMC tonight. Also. So I don't know. Feel free to share what you did. In smaller time frame, this doesn't look like a bottom. At least if you are still in short. I'd be just correcting this leg. But like I said, with FOMC tonight, I'll probably already be out, and for sure, my stop loss already at break even either way. He did not switch bullish yet in 1 minute also. He's on EMA 200. It's the first touch after a cross bearish like that. And usually when you want a trend like that, it can be interesting to look him. Well, I'm more bearish on GBP USD, that's for sure. So don't hesitate to share your opinion, Boeing, if you're still on the stream. But personally, for now, I'm still more bearish than bullish on this. And anyway, if I'm wrong, if I had a trade open on this, I would be already at break even. I don't know about you, but so let's say you told me that basically the bulls are lifting up the bears. Now it's normal. It was a great zone where the price can bounce, but overall, on GBP USD for now, I'm more bullish on paper. Let's say. But it was either way time to put your SL at break even or to TP completely your trade. Don't hesitate to ask me if you want my opinion on something or any analysis. I already update all my charts I usually watch. But indeed, on GBP USD, you have a bull and the bulls and the bear fighting each other right now. But like I said, it's normal. It was a great zone. You will see many times when you're against the overall trend on the market do correct wave like that, and he stopped on this zone between 1 and 1.223 with the Fibonacci trend extension. I don't use it to trade this tool. I use it to TP when I have a trade open sometime. because most of the time you will have corrective wave like that. You have one there also. Let me remove this. And you can find a corrective wave like that a lot of time and stopping in this same zone. Once again here, I don't need to verify. I just see them now with experience. So like I said, it was a good zone. It's completely normal that you have a reaction there for now. Even if on paper I'm more bearish on GBP USD, but like I said, if I had a trade open, I'm already either out or at break even. You're also bouncing on the EMA on his EMA 200 in 1 hour. So you have a lot of things that's completely normal that is bouncing. But is it a real bounce for him to create a new high, or is he just baiting people? Uh, it's it's another other thing, and you have FOMC tonight, so maybe don't stay in that trade or put yourself at break even. But if the market move too fast at the FOMC and the spread do nonsense things, uh, it can be tricky for you. I don't know if you're still around on the string, Boeing. So now in 1 minute, in his current structure, in 1 minute, he don't have any liquidity left to take. Just took the last one. And he broke it. Yeah, so basically, if I had the trade open, I think I would be out because now there are some probabilities that at least he correct a huge part of the leg here. And if the wife you have your stop at break even, you're probably gonna stop your trade. Yeah, but it wasn't a bad trade on GBP USD. Just that now you need at least to have your stop loss at break even either way. And depending where your entry was, sorry, uh, probably was best already to TP everything. But he did his move. He give you a perfect trade to take. Now he maybe gets could stop here. It's normal. Corrective wave, ABC, bouncing on one EMA 200 in 1 hour. Let's say I'm not surprised for now. And take care of FOMC tonight, of course. I'm repeating myself for those who are in long, like me on EuroGPY. I know some of you asked me before, so I guess you're long with me. You can already move your SL and put it there. On paper, there's no reason that the price come back. If he come back more than 50% of the time anyway, it's gonna take your full, your original stop loss there. So personally, I moved my sell here. So at worst, I'm losing, instead of losing 1R, I'm losing 0.5. I know when you're a beginner, you don't really, you're not comfortable moving your stop loss closer, but you'll see with experience, it's a good thing to do. Bitcoin is really annoying since like 2 weeks. Don't hesitate if you have any other analysis to ask. I'm just gonna chill, answer your question, and if you don't have any question left, I'm gonna leave in like 15 minutes, I think, waiting for the current hour to end. But unfortunately, I think nothing is gonna happen till FOMC in 2 hours. If you're not into a trade yet, I don't think it's the right time to open one. Either way, Euro GBP, like I said, currently no liquidity to take. 45 minutes? I don't never go into 45 minutes. You mean where? Which asset? Usually it's good to go into 10 time your time frame. So for example, if you're in 1 hour, it's good to check 6 minute time frame or 5 minute time frame. I never check 45 minutes. 30 minutes, yes, sometimes. You want me to check the 45-minute time frame in on which graph? Still GBP USD? But either way, I'm not a big fan of the 45-minute time frame. I'm fine, boysing. I'm fine. What about you? All good. Perfect. Do you have any trade open yet? CRT? Oh, I don't trade CRT. I'm only on. Personally, I'm an SMC guy. SMC, Fractal, bonus, divergence, EMA sometimes when they're with me to confirm the rest. But that's fine. We can all have different strategy and we all can be profitable. But I'm not really into. I don't know why and how you checking the 45-minute time frame. Usually, you're supposed to if you want to combine time frame between them, it's uh, it's usually you need to have 10 time uh, your time frame. So basically, if you have a plan in 1 hour, you're supposed to you can check in 6 minutes, 5 minutes, because 10 times 6 equal 1 hour basically. That's why people who are trading, who are watching the market in a in a 4 hour like time frame like the 30-minute time frame or 24-minute time frame. Selling on Euro GPY. I mean, it's not impossible, you know. His current market structure in 4 hour, it's better to wait him to to field this unfilled order block, or to wait him to take the last liquidity here. But I took it because so fractal 4 hour, uh, so, and I'm with the trend. It's also, it changes market structure in 1 hour. It's a short there. Plus, it's a divergence. So like I said, I'm not trading divergence at first, but it's still a great confirmation. So when he broke this and Shosh, he also confirmed his current divergence 1 hour. And also, I add EMAs with me, plus. So basically, I took it yesterday. And I took it because I have all these three things with me. But if you only use market structure, uh, it was even better to wait today that he creates a new low. So initially, my stop loss was there, just to be clear. And I moved it here now. So he create new low, and then he broke divergence in 5 and 15 minutes. He broke, sorry, his market structure, his internal market structure here in 15 minutes, 15, 5 minutes and lower. So now it was even better to take a trade once he did that. So I don't know about you, Boyzin, but I'm open to your opinion if you think it's a short. Let's say here you have a lot of confirmation on your on my side. Yeah, yes, it's all good to know some other strategy. Boing. I hate people who just judging uh, other people's strategy. Most of the time, people who are just judging and be mean are just frustrated and unprofitable trader most of the time. Technically, if I have another strategy than you, sometimes you're gonna be right, sometimes I'm gonna be right. But if when I'm right, I'm taking like 2R, 3R ratio, and same to you, we're both profitable, and that's fine, you know. And you will see sometime, most of the time, uh, uh, well, your strategy gonna confirm mine, and etc. etc. No, but Boyzin, feel free to explain why your why you see a short is possible too, you know. Maybe you have a good analysis too. Depend how you trade. Okay, order block. Yeah, but I mean it's not enough for me order block, you know. And it's always the same. Personally, I only take care of order block when they are naked, you know, when there's never been touched. So for example, yeah, lower you have all this order block in 4 hour, non-touched. That's why I have this. But also, here you have your pullback at 50%. So you're supposed to move your Fibonacci there. And then we are also now at the 50% of Fibonacci. So I don't think it's a bad trade, what I did on EuroGPY with the experience I have. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're gonna stop me. You took a short, yes, on Euro USD. Yeah, I remember, and I remember there was a perfect entry in 1 minute here, which it was still good in 1 minute. And yeah, I just told you I'm not comfortable with of this high and low, but that indeed, because his Shosh here is supposed to correct all this leg. But yes, I told you that the only thing I didn't like is that you have all this trend line, that we were on EMAs too. Well, let's say it wasn't clear for me. But I guess you maybe when you see a Shosh, you try to open your trade on maybe order block. I don't do that. I like to have the most optimal position to open a trade, let's say. I like to wait for a for a full pullback, then in that pullback a confirmation, etc., etc. Okay. In which time frame, boys? You're doing this? So I guess you were there. Yeah, it was a good run in. I guess you were there. So you saw your leg in 15 minutes. He took liquidity here. You saw that he break, and you took him here on the pullback, I guess. Yeah, yes, it's not especially a bad trade, you know. 49, yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm agree with you. No problem. Just that personally, I prefer just to have more assets in my watch list and to look then first in 4 1 hour time frame and before. But yes, if you look the 15-minute time frame, it's not a bad trade. It's a good one then. Personally, I think it wouldn't have been a good trade if you don't have this liquidity to take here. But because you have this liquidity, you're fine. And then you break, you have your pullback. Yeah. No, yeah, good trade. I'm agree with you. You took him in 15 minutes or you go lower than that? $15? Okay, so you're staying in 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, why not? So I guess your SL was there. I don't know, you took him, you took it probably there. Like that? You took the trade like that? And you have around 5 R risk ratio? Okay, well, perfect, I think. You can even maybe optimize that. Good. No, actually, no. Oh, yeah, actually, you can, but if you become comfortable, you can even optimize that basically. And once you know, so when you have your plan, you said that you're comfortable with the 15-minute time frame. Well, you can go in 5 minutes after that, or in 1 minute. And once you know he break, so you seem to be an SMC guy. Once he break bearish in a lower time frame, you can open your trade and then you have your SL there, you know, and you have an even better entry with either a better risk ratio or either you just target, I don't know, a 3R ratio and you target, you know, just the low here. Or it's the same. How you wish. Boeing Euro GPY? Euro USD? Daily on Euro GPY? Yeah, why not? I have to say, on the forex, I don't go in daily. 4 hour, it's enough for me. Maybe go take another one. I should change my watch list. I have most graph with Wanda, but FXCM is more precise. Well, in daily, I don't know. Nothing is impossible. Maybe just filled this at 50%. You see, when you touch 50%, it start bouncing. Why not? So sure, this candle pattern here, I know it's bearish, you know. Yes, he hasn't retest this order block, but it's the same in 4 hour, you know. It's exactly the same. But yeah, I'm agree with you. Maybe he can come back here. But like I said, I have a lot of confirmation to take a trade. So that's why I did. I don't think it's a bad one either way, but yeah, maybe gonna go back in this order block, or maybe gonna swap all liquidity of his current market structure in 4 hour. But your daily order block is the same in 4 hour, you know. Either way. Let's say it's normal that he's slowing down here, that he's bouncing a bit. Like I said, he 50% here. It's even probably 50% of all this gap with also the imbalance here. And I have a divergence fractal with me, market structure 1 hour, EMAs, in smaller time frame. On the pullback, he broke bullish too. Like I say, it's not always well, you can sometimes take your trade before your zone, you know. And even when the price come into your zone, you need to wait him to give you your setup. So But yeah, boys in, good trade on your USD. Like I said, you can optimize it once you're profitable, once you're comfortable, and you can even zoom in 5 and 1 minute time frame, and in that case, put your ISL here instead of there. And after that, it's how you prefer. Well, on paper, I think USD GPY is gonna go up, but I prefer my trade on Euro GPY because you know in 2 hours you have FOMC. Because on paper, you're into your market structure for hour since like uh, here. Like I said, it gave perfect setup beginning of the month here. Some bearish news, unfortunately, made him basically come back there. And since he didn't succeed to grab the top, but you're there. Fractal 4 hour, basically like Euro GPY. He break bullish on 1 hour. I had this zone and it just swept this, bounce again. I don't know. Because there is FOMC tonight, uh, I would not open anything on this yet. But and actually, even without FOMC, personally, the way I trade, it didn't give me any setup. It bounced way too big here, and I don't like this liquidity here. If it come back to POI, which one? 15 minutes once again? Just wait FOMC tonight. Don't. I mean, tonight everything can happen. FOMC, CPY, they're the only news I take care of. I try to not have anything open. Boeing, you're talking about which asset? When it reach 104, it will sell again. But Boyzin, yeah, USD GPY didn't let us an entry. Anyway, I don't like to pre-shot like that. Uh, okay, so you want the on-field order block there? Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? And you resell there, I guess. Ah, you want even lower? You want a more conservative stop loss? Why not if you're comfortable like that? Uh, yeah, exactly. Too much liquidity here. I don't like all this. And FOMC tonight, always the same. But let's say now, personally, you seem to be comfortable only in 15 minutes, so I guess you're gonna do something like that. Uh, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but personally, uh, I would, if I want to trade this, like you're about to do, if I follow your on-field order block, I'm putting a layer there, and then I'm gonna zoom in 1 minute, see what he does, you know. And in that case, I have my entry in 1 minute. I don't know. Maybe I have a better stop loss, and then I can take my 2R or 3R ratio and be out. You know. But in 15 minutes, if you find a setup like you did on Euro USD, it's completely enough. You know, to be profitable to make a lot of money. But it's because on Euro USD it did everything in 15 minutes. You know. Sometimes the market not gonna shush once again on your pullback, you know. Because like you have your boss, then you have your shush here. Many times the market not gonna give you your perfect setup like that if you stay in your time frame. Okay. Oh no, mais it's a great way to trade. Yeah. Let's say now with time, I like to have one big time frame to look at, then to have my execution time frame lower than this, because like that it's more easy to have my 2R 3R ratio and to be out. Because sometimes the market, you know, uh, I don't know, maybe instead of taking you full TP, maybe can stop when you don't have any liquidity left and come back. It's always the same. But if you're comfortable like that, you're fine. Let's say you need to be more patient, quoi. I'm probably on Euro GPY, put myself at break even already. Uh, you don't have anything to field. Maybe, maybe not. Depend. When you say I can stay on trade 4 days, uh, let's say I was chill in December. Uh, I needed confidence back. You know, I didn't have a good November month, so and with Christmas and everything, I was more chill this month. November, I had an awful month, so I was starting slowly. In November, I was like 10% win rate, minus 7k. October, it was completely the opposite. October, I made 24k, 80% win rate. It was incredible. And then, bam, November just slapped me a bit. So I was chilling, I have to say, in December, yeah. But when you have, I'm more chill to have to keep trade long time because if I want, I can trade on another account. Let's say now I have more account to trade with. It's not like I have a trade open and I need to wait him to TP before entering another trade. Because I know it's not comfortable at first to have many trades open at the same time. Yeah, yes, exactly. You just need to find your own way to be in peace. I like to say, you're in peace with your decision, the way you trade. It's the most important. You need to find your way of trading, and if you are your own way, and when you take a trade, you're in peace. Even if you lost the trade, it's perfect. It's when you're gonna start winning in the long run. But after you will see, Boyzin, if you're in trading, um, you're gonna be comfortable just switching your type of trading. Sometimes you're gonna be in the mood of trading in smaller time frame, and sometimes you need to you need to take a step back. For example, November, bad month for me. I wasn't comfortable to trade in smaller time frames, so I took a step back for in December, build confidence back, and that's all. Let's say if you trade in small time frame, you have more chance at some point to have a mood swing and also to burn out. Yeah, it's in small time frame. It's can be stressful to trade in small time frame all the time. I don't know how future trader who trade contract and everything do actually. And I don't know personally. I don't know any profitable trader doing that. I don't want to judge guys on internet, but let's say personally, I don't know any profitable trader who at least analyze the market in 15 minutes before going in smaller time frame. People who just trading 1 minute time frame on market opening and everything. I personally don't know them. Don't hesitate, new guys on the stream. If you want me to analyze something or give my opinion on something, I already update all my watch list. I'm not gonna stay long if you don't have any question left. Be careful. FOMC in 1.5 hour. Yeah, feel free to post a video. Like I did. I was a kind of bored by trading, feeling lonely. So I did some videos too. And now I'm trying to stream just to see how I felt about that. How I feeling about that. But basically, Boyzin, you're just using SMC, I guess, no? You're just the kind of guy who is comfortable in 15 minutes. That's all. Yes, SMC. I guess you're using also a bit of fractal price action with it. Well, I basically do the same, it's just that I'm starting in a 4 hour pure price action. Okay, it's fine. Well, let's say I do the same, except that I'm starting to analyze in 4 hour. And to execute my trade, I can go in 5 minutes, 1 minute time frame, depending of my mood and my confidence at the time. And I like to add divergence with it. Like I said, it's a great confirmation, you know. For example, on Euro GPY, you have a clear shush there, but the shush also breaking a divergence here. And I like this kind of confirmation. Price go lower, but RSI go higher. So basically, if you break this, it confirm your trader, your divergence, and it's a shush at the same time. But it's another confirmation. And I don't know about you, but when you have your pullback and you don't have any liquidity left, or when you're in your external liquidity, to trade the trade there, either I'm going in smaller time frame to wait for another time frame to break bullish, or either price action is and fractal is enough once you didn't have any liquidity left. Yeah, you want him to break this? Yeah, I understand. Actually, like I said yesterday, I took him a bit earlier, but it's really because I had SMC with me, Divergence with me, EMAs with me. If not, usually I would have taken him here, you know, because in smaller time frame, he break bullish here in 5 and in 15. So then I move my SL here. the thing I don't like actually is that if I wait like you, that he break this, after that I don't really know how to take it. I guess you just go check order block, but I mean, if you take only order block and you pressure like that, your SL it's too wild. Broken below? What do you mean? Oh yeah, in 5 minutes. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was already in it. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. I was already in it, so I didn't watch it precisely. But you're right. Uh, well, no, it's 15. It's still there. In 5 minutes, yes. 1 hour order block. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. For now, you're right. Yeah. But like I said, here you're into this market structure still. You don't have any liquidity to take. He took the last one in 15 minutes, even. Here. But yeah, for now, you're respecting this. I agree with you. That's why, actually, like I said, I'm gonna maybe already put myself at break even. When my trade is at already at +1R, I maybe gonna be like that. I'm not sure he has something to fill left. Actually, yes. Okay. Made a sell. Uh, yeah, possibly. I don't think it's a bad trade too. What you're doing? Let's say just that personally, I have like the 4 hour time frame in my side too. So this time your entry is in 5 or 1 minute, no? 1 minute? Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah. You said your SL is where? You have a very wild SL. Okay. Okay. So you're really staying in 15 minutes, okay. Why not? Okay, okay, okay. Well, personally, actually, I would, in that case, uh, I'm in 1 minute, Shush 1 minute, pull back, no liquidity to take left, and then maybe now that he fractal here in 1 minute, maybe I'm gonna I could open a trade. I don't know when he took one liquidity like that, for example. But if you're comfortable in 15, stay in 15. But I don't trade order block like that personally, especially not staying in the same time frame. Because the thing is, what I don't like is that if you're staying in the same time frame, on your pullback, you don't have any liquidity, to take here. So basically, if you stay in 15 minutes, your liquidity to take is there, but you seem to have more conservative SL, sorry. So why not? You have this on field POI too. Just above the last liquidity to take here, also. Anyway. But yeah, personally, I'm gonna put myself at break even. Either way. Up. Worse. Back here. But you see, boysing, if you go lower. Yeah, boysing, I had a Discord, but I didn't open it yet. I can maybe send you the link. You can send me a DM stuff, but I didn't open the Discord yet. I don't know what to do with it exactly. But you see, if you zoom in 1 minute, you have a better entry, a better SL, and you can have more risk ratio. You see this bearish candle in 15 minutes. Alright, so you told me your TP is where? TP at okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, you're targeting yeah, why not? Why not? It's possible, it's possible. Like I said, I have my bigger time frame backing me up. Here, pullback, EMAs. So I put my SL at break even, just where the EMAs here is. Boyzin, at the end of the stream, I will send you where you can DM me if you want. But I guess your setup, it's just SMC in 1 hour, 15 minutes. Then you wait external liquidity or the last order block downfield. And then you wait for the price action to shift or something like that, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Why not? Like I said, the only thing here, it's like technically you're in this internal move, you know. Shosh 1 hour there, fractal 4 hour also. Don't don't no liquidity left to take here. So basically, when do you become bullish? Once we uh, when do you when will you be interested in long here when you're in that case? Because also, you know, if it's a range like that, it's not the right time to short him because you want the value area low, you know. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm right. Maybe not. At worst, my stop loss is at. Okay, so you want another boss. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yes, I understand some people like that, you know, to have. They're not confident enough after the first Josh and they want a boss. I understand. I understand. Why not? Yeah, like you say, I confirm in a higher time frame, and because you seem to stay in one time frame, you just need Shosh plus boss. It's not a bad way to do it. But like I say, I like to also add other thing, because in that case, it's right that we're not on the perfect spot to trade, because we're not on the external liquidity of the 4 hour time frame. In that case, it's really because I have EMAs with me, Divergence with me. Really, no liquidity to take left there. So and Boydin, do you put your SL at break even at some point? Because personally, for example, now if you go lower than this, at your place, my SL is already there, at worst, or even at break even. But it's because I would have zoom in 1 minute. But maybe in 15 minutes, I just took this EDM here, this inducement, and because you don't have liquidity to take here. But if you told me your SL is there, it's more conservative. Why not? Anyway, I might break evens. Okay. Yeah, my good setup. I don't think it's bad. My long setup. Well, I don't think yours is bad, but I think it would be better for you to zoom in 1 minute. Because in that case, you can put faster your SL at break even at worst, and you can have your TP sooner. At the 2 hour or 3 hour. Because once again, like I said, if you're staying in 15 minutes, the issue is that you still have a liquidity to take here. So sure, it's an on-field OB order block, but if you're staying in 15 minutes, maybe you just took the inducement there. Oh, no, actually, it's not. I see. Yes, it's an inducement here. And you don't have any liquidity to take, so basically the liquidity to take, it's still this candle. but in 1 minute you can short inside this. I don't know, we'll see. But yes, most of the time it's good to have one big time frame back you up. Don't hesitate if anyone wants my opinion or analysis on something. If not, I think I'm gonna leave in like 10 minutes at the end of the hour. Uh, Take care. FOMC at 8 p.m. for me. So in 1 hour, a bit more. Yes, I think too, Boising. Uh, Either way, your SL is way higher, so what I don't like in my trade on EuroGPY is that he breaks the demand zone in one time, and in that case, the market like to come back into the extreme order block or POI. It just break it like that. He never revisit it. If you would have break it like that, I would be safer. But that's fine. Sell at break even at worst. No, my entry, like I said, wasn't perfect. Uh, but I took it. It would have been perfect today, but because like I said, I took it yesterday because uh, market structure with me, divergence with me, EMA with me. And actually, if I was in front of my screen during the night or this morning, I would probably already be at break even and reopen the trade there. But it just details, be more precise. At worst, maybe you're gonna come back in this unfilled order block and give me a better entry, smaller time frame there. That's why I don't hesitate to put myself at break even, because I know at worst I can catch a better entry. Many times the market gonna adjust the bait or come back at your entry just to fill every order block, every POI, and sometimes you're just gonna fly. Okay, guys, probably gonna leave in 5 minutes if you don't have any other question. If you don't have any other asset to analyze. I think you're not too bad on your short on your GPY. When you failed to do a new high like that, at worst, gonna do something like this. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go. Good luck if you're trading for FOMC tonight. Put your trade at break even if you can. See you soon, boys. Maybe gonna send you a GM if you want to GM me or something. And see you guys coming back tomorrow. Opening of the US session. And yeah, see you.